All right, so I wanted to talk a little bit about, no, that's all I wanted to talk about, was Gary Johnson getting in the, I think he'll maybe get in one debate if he's lucky. I mean, I think there's only three debates. But this is my suggestion for Gary Johnson if he gets into any debates, but in particular his first one. You gotta understand how the system works. Basically, the Commission on Debates exists in order to keep out third parties. That's what it's there for, that's what it does. And even if it lets 30 parties in, you know what they can do. They can treat you like Ron Paul and not let you get any questions, not let you get to answer anything. But irrespective of that, this is not about Ron Paul. This is about Gary Johnson. This is about having a libertarian voice in this election. This is about having a voice that will get us to the answers to solve our problems, not these two parties and the way they have screwed our country. Because essentially, that's what this debate's about, and that's the way I would position it if I'm Gary Johnson in this debate. So, I would put, if I'm Gary Johnson going into this debate, you're going to have to be aggressive. You're going to have to be an asshole. It's that simple. You're going to have to be a prosecutor. And the people you're trying for their crimes are Barack Obama and Mitt Romney. Their crimes are violating the Constitution of the United States and our liberties. Their crimes are obvious in all the problems we have today because we've been following these two major parties. That's what Gary Johnson's job should be. He's going to have to rant, rave, yell, scream, and kick. And he's going to have to answer questions whether they let him or not. He's going to have to force his way through. They say, sir, you can't talk right now. You can't respond. Keep responding. Keep responding. Do not stop. Make them turn your mic off. That's the only way someone like a Gary Johnson is going to succeed. Because he's going to have one shot at this. It's going to be the first debate if he's lucky, if he gets in. And when he gets that opportunity, he's going to have to take it by the balls. He's going to have to take it. They're not going to give it to him. He's going to have to make a scene. He's going to have to get people talking about him. That's the only way he's going to get his name out there and maybe get a shot at upsetting the world. It's that simple. He can't be Ron Paul. I'm sorry, he can't. You can't be nice. You can't be little meek guy sitting in the corner because they'll just fucking ignore you all day. You can't do that. There's too much at stake. I would like, for once in my life, to be able to watch a presidential debate where there is someone out there speaking truth and logic. Someone. But before we even get to that, first we need a candidate who can take these two parties and kick their ass. Hold them responsible for everything that they've done. Don't let them get away with anything. Anytime a problem is mentioned, illustrate how the two parties are responsible for that problem. They can't blame the Libertarian Party for any of these problems because the Libertarian Party has not been in power. Use that to your advantage. That's a great benefit. That's what we must do. And I say we, I consider myself libertarian, small libertarian, little L libertarian, whatever they call that. But more importantly than any of that is, I think a lot of people are libertarian. They don't even know it. They just assume that, well, my viewpoint doesn't exist. I have to vote for Barack Obama and Mitt Romney. But if you've got that annoying guy there who just keeps saying things that are, well, he's right. I mean, these two parties have totally screwed us. They have totally boned us. But I don't think he has a chance, which speaks to another thing we need to do. We need to stack that debate audience with Gary Johnson, libertarian-type supporters to create that impression that, damn, he's got a lot of support. A lot of people are cheering for him. More people are cheering for him. That does have an effect. And then if you've got Gary Johnson up there kicking ass and taking names, man, I can't stress how important it is. We need a Chris Christie in the libertarian movement. We need a Tom Woods up there on stage. And fortunately, all the libertarians that run, all the libertarian-minded people were kind of soft and weak. You know, there's no forcefulness behind any aggressiveness, kicking ass. I mean, that's what we need. That's the only reason we're struggling. I really do believe that. Because if we have the ideas, we're right on all the issues, and we're not responsible for where we're at, then why the fuck are we not winning? It's because we don't have good candidates. How's that for honesty? You know, Ron Paul is a great educator. He's great at explaining things. He's very logic. He's nice. He has integrity. But at some point, we need somebody who can kick ass. And I think this is the opportunity for Gary Johnson to take that mantle. If he can. I don't know if he has it in him. Honestly, I don't know if he has it in him. He's too fucking nice. And this goes for almost every libertarian candidate I know. I wish to God Tom Woods could run. That would be epic. And just even get into the debates. Just to throw shit in their faces. Because that's what we really have to do at the beginning. We have to wake people up to the reality of all the problems that these two parties have caused. And that's who Gary Johnson would be running against. Yeah, he's running against those two candidates, but really he's running against those two parties. And he has to wrap all the problems we have today around their neck and strangle them with it. But he can't be nice. He has to be aggressive. He has to be rude. He has to be ruthless. I mean, the American people deserve a Gary Johnson to be ruthless. They need it. Maybe they don't deserve it, but they need it. Because the American people are responsible for where we're at today. Let's be honest about that. So this is what I think. I know some people don't like Gary Johnson. I don't give a fuck if you like Gary Johnson. I don't care. It's not about people. It's about politics. It's about principle. It's about leadership. It's about at least acknowledging a lot of the major problems we have today are from big government. And Gary Johnson will do that. While Mitt Romney won't and Barack Obama won't. Neither of the major parties are going to change anything. They're going to keep things going the way they will until we collapse. So, people get hung up on the stupid war thing with Gary Johnson. It's just such a total fucking waste of time. It's a minor little technical thing, humanitarian war. Who cares? Gary Johnson has said if he's president, he would need a declaration of war from the Congress. That's all that matters. Who cares about humanitarian war? What does that got to do with anything? Ron Paul voted for President Bush in 2000. He never said he wasn't for humanitarian war. He was against nation building. So was Gary Johnson. That was enough for Ron Paul. Why isn't it enough for you? So anyways, forgetting all of that, we don't need to get sidetracked on that stuff. We need what we need. We need a libertarian candidate in these debates holding these two parties accountable for everything that they've done, and that's it. That's all we need. If you do that, I think we have a shot of winning. I really think it's that simple. Because once you do that, once the American people realize that, damn, he's right, these two major parties are screwing us, then you can move in on what we're going to do, what our plan is. Cut spending drastically, free the American people from this fucking income tax, all of it. Then you can hit them on that. But you can't move into that until you get it out of their mind, the idea that we have to keep voting for these two parties. Don't let them off the hook. Make sure that they understand in that debate that if they keep voting for these two major parties, you're responsible. You're responsible for the outcome. And if you keep doing it, you're going to get the same failed results over and over again. We have to keep pounding away at it over and over again. See ya.